Hi friends, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Bridget and I make home and DIY videos every week here on YouTube. If you'd like even more content, you can follow along on Instagram at bybridgetdiy. And of course, if you enjoy this video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Let's get started. I'm always grateful when companies use glass packaging instead of plastic for several reasons. First, of course, because it's recyclable, but also because there are so many fast, small-scale projects you can make with glass jars. Today, I'll be using leftover jars from Oui Yogurt to make tea light holders, but you can use these same techniques on any glass jar. As always, my goal is to inspire you, so I hope this video gives you ideas that you can tweak and make your own. Let's jump into the first project. I'm starting off by marking 2 centimeters down from the rim all the way around using a dry erase marker. These marks will ensure that my tape stays straight in the next step. I'm attaching washi tape all the way around the jar using the dots from before to guide the bottom edge of the tape and making sure that it's very secure along that edge. You could also use painter's tape for this step. Next, I'm using Puffy Paint to add some texture. The fabulous cat design on this washi tape actually came in handy to help me space out my dots of paint. I decided to add a second row of dots, staggering them between the dots on the first row. After the puffy paint has dried completely, I'm covering the rest of the rim with painter's tape. With the jar upside down, I'm going in with metallic gold spray paint, giving 2 even coats. Keep the jar upside down for both coats so that no paint gets inside the jar. When the paint is dry, I'm removing both the painter's tape and the washi tape one at a time. I was very pleased with how crisp of a line I got along the washi tape edge. Pop in a tea light candle and that wraps up our first project. I really love how the paint diffuses the light without blocking it completely. It turned out so beautifully and I can't wait to use this in my home for this season and ones to follow. For our next tea light, I'm going to be making faux amber glass using Mod Podge mixed with red, yellow, and brown food coloring. I'm adding everything to a plastic mixing cup and giving it a good stir. When all was said and done, I used 2 drops of red food coloring, 1 drop of yellow, and a liberal amount of brown gel food coloring. Keep adding brown and mixing until you get a shade that looks like slightly pale milk chocolate with a hint of orange. Next, I'm transferring the mixture into the glass jar and rotating it slowly until the inside is completely coated. I'm allowing the excess mixture to drain out by propping it up on some tinfoil and a few popsicle sticks. Allow it to rest this way for at least an hour before moving on. Now I'm baking it at 225 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 minutes. When it cooled, it honestly looked fantastic, but the top rim color was a bit uneven, so I decided to give it a few coats of black paint. I'm so amazed that I was able to mimic amber glass this well using just Mod Podge and food coloring. It adds such a warm glow to my space, and I'm definitely going to be using this technique to tint glass other shades in the future. For today's final project, I'm breaking out my Silhouette Cameo to cut out some moon phase shapes I purchased on Etsy. After weeding out the negative space, I'm using transfer tape to position them on my glass jar. You'll want to make sure you press them really hard so they fully adhere before peeling off the transfer tape. As with the first project, make sure you give the jar 2 full coats of spray paint, leaving it upside down for both. I decided to go with a matte black shade to match the lunar theme. The most satisfying part was peeling off the vinyl to reveal the moon cutouts. I designed my tea light for the fall spooky season, but depending on the shapes you use and the color of the spray paint, you could create so many unique variations of this. These 3 tea lights pair so well together, and it's kind of hard to believe that I made them from a couple of old yogurt jars. I'll make sure to link all the supplies from today's video below so you can easily recreate your own variations of these projects. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you learned some new techniques that gave you ideas for how to repurpose your old glass jars. If you recreate your own version of these tea lights, make sure to tag me on Instagram and use the hashtag #bybridgetdiy so I can check them out. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check out my other videos for more DIY inspiration. See you next time!